Welcome! How's it going, Megacon Orlando? What's up? What's up? Welcome. Kiki. Let me change my thing to Kiki. I got a hand too. So I'm having a hand yesterday, and that one looked really cute. So I'm preparing one too. Look at you.
Everybody walking up, wave. We're looking at you on the camera right now.
Ooh, cute cosplay, brother. Oh, and neat outfit. Nice. Muy cute. Muy cute. Muy cute. Hello. Oh.
Uh-oh, she's gonna see a Gura.
Oh my god, it's the Gura Cosplay! Yubi! Welcome everyone! Yeah, be sure to get something over there. That's looking good. That's looking good. Nice! Are you trying to hide the fact that you're a chicken? Oh, that is chicken. Welcome. Is there anyone here who was watching my live stream during waiting in the line? I was streaming until 1 hour before the class.
Yeah, right? Look, fly, go to Japan real quick.
You missed it. You're welcome to watch the archive. Welcome!
I might have done it if it wasn't for my dad. I really wanted to go.
We should have wanted to.
I can see all like the world, like all the city, like happy.
Well, if we end up going to Japan,
For those of you just joining us, as you walk in, be sure to wave at the screen. Kiara can see you just like you can see her.
Was that a Luigi? That looked like a Luigi.
Is that a Luigi?
Hello, welcome! Oh, I think that's our cosplay. Hello! Hello, welcome! Oh my god, we're filling up nicely! I don't know if I have so much fried chicken prepared for everyone up here. Deep questions that you're gonna ask me in this Q&A. Takanashi Kiara! And I'm a maid! Oh,
Alright. Looks like we have just about everybody in. Okay, Kiara, do you want to do that thing you and I talked about?
Yes!
Okay. We'll wait till the last people sit down, and we'll go ahead. We're going to start over on this side of the room, okay? All right. Guess what we're going to do? All right, hold on. We're going to start from that side and go to this side. So we're going to start at this side. All right. This side. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? All right, and start. Stand up. You guys are the beginning of the way. There you go. Okay, I think we lost Kiara. There we go. Oh, okay. We're going to go back the other way. Ready? Here we go. And from you guys, start here. Go. Get up.
Good exercise. This is morning or evening exercise. I do that every day.
It is evening here in Orlando, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second Megacon Orlando Hololive Fan Expo live stream exclusive panel here in Orlando, Florida. Give yourselves a round of applause. Takanashi.
English! Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for being here. So here's how we're going to do this, okay? If you look over here, we have Danielle. We're going to put over, I want to make sure that, there's Danielle over there.
Hi, thank you!
Danielle is going to come into the audience, raise your hand like you were in school if you have a question you would like to ask. Once she checks your question, then she'll send you to Larry. Say hi, Larry. And Larry will get you lined up at the side of the stage, and we will bring you up one at a time to ask your questions. Okay?
And then when they're lined up, they're gonna do a famous line dance, right?
You're going to do a line dance. I'm worried on how this is going to turn out. Okay, so raise your hands. Daniel will start going to you. And I'm just going to start. My first question is, Kiara, I'm new to the whole Hololive world, and I'm still learning about VTubers. And as I understand, you all came to be a part of Hololive English through your own different ways and adventures. And you just included me in that you have a fast food restaurant. Tell me a little bit about your backstory.
Okay, well, there's a lot to tell. But first and foremost, I am a phoenix, although you may not see it that well. But if you look at my feathers, you might recognize it. The feathers behind my ears. Those are not earrings, those are real feathers. And the phoenix down, yeah. So I'm a phoenix, but I can currently not transform into the real phoenix because you see that belt I have. Because my papa restricted me to use it. If I would use it, I would turn into a phoenix, yeah. Well, right now, I used it before though, but right now in this world, I prefer to be a human, and I'm also a part-time warrior. I used to be a full-time warrior, but currently I don't have much to battle with anyway. I'm more focused on my fast food chain right now. I have a worldwide fast food chain, which is called KXP. It stands for Kiara Fried Phoenix. Only chickens work there. We don't. Well, the chickens might be working there, but that doesn't mean that the chicken that we sell at KFC is not. It's vegan. Of course, it's vegan. I don't. I wouldn't say first and foremost, but people sometimes say that I fry my own employees. That is not true. Anyway, so I will send my lawyers if anyone here asks me questions about that. This might be intimidating, but don't ask so many questions. I like to tangent a lot, so I should probably stop around here. I'm a VTuber from Hololive English. Yeah, let's go. Also, wait, one more thing. My first language is German, and my second language, was actually English. So, please excuse me if I make any mistakes and play English today. Yeah.
Well, guten Tag, wie geht's?
Yeah, mir geht's gut, wie geht's euch? Yay!
All right, well, I'll tell you what, I could go through and talk to you for hours, I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna turn to our audience to see if we have a few questions from them. All right? Right there is good. All right. So, what is your name? You are Emmy, okay. Emmy, what's your question?
My question is, what would be the perfect video game for you to make one? Oh, Emmy, first of all, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. I'm a big fan of JRPGs like Tales of, the Tales of series. So the perfect video game that I would make is definitely a JRPG. I just would love to make more and more Tales of games. So maybe Bandai Namco can hire me. Yeah.
That was the most subtle plug I've heard yet. I'm not sure if we can get more subtle.
I'm already low-key hired though.
Have we mentioned yet the Hololive merchandise?
Oh!
You know know
A
what?
lot of you guys are wearing it.
Does anybody, who got a t-shirt? Do you have a t-shirt? Stand up if you got a t-shirt. We want to see if you got a t-shirt.
Is there a difference? Do you feel like there's a difference between your Japanese audience, your American audience, and maybe your German audience? Since she speaks all three languages.
Yeah, turn it around so we can see the back. I don't know if
Well, I think it was very slender and, like a sexy color.
For those of you that are wondering, somebody did ask, if you have not gotten any of the exclusive merch, we have exclusive tour merch for the Hololive tour. When you leave here, in the exhibitors hall at the Fan Expo booth, they still have t-shirts, they have the little pins, but they have sold out of big pins, so.
Where am I going to get mine, though? Where am I going to get mine?
I'll look you up, don't worry about it. But they do still have the lanyards too, so don't forget that.
I love lanyards.
So these are the cool lanyards.
What's your question?
Yeah, that way I don't lose my key, because Kiara, I always lose my key.
Understand that joke. That's okay. All right, let's get another question. How are you?
Hello.
Since you left Coach.
I don't think it's gonna work. I think you're gonna forget.
Recommendations when it comes to like learning new languages. Like I tried learning like German and Spanish, but I never had like the motivation to like follow through.
Well, trying to learn German, first of all, is probably a bad choice. That's the mistake you made. No, but honestly, I taught myself Japanese, and I was fluent in Japanese after about 4 or 5 months. Yeah, but the way I did it, and I get this question a lot just because I speak fluent Japanese. The thing is, you have to communicate daily. Use communication. Talk to yourself. Talk to, if you know someone who speaks a language you're trying to learn, talk to that person every day, but you really have to use it every day. And the most important thing is motivation. If you don't have motivation and you just try to learn the language because you're like forced to learn it at school or whatever, you're not gonna get very far, obviously. And I think you don't have to blame yourself for that because, well, it should be a language that you choose on your own, that you have passion for. So passion, motivation, and conversation, number one, important point. Yes.
So how many languages do you speak total?
I was actually just 3, so German, English, and Japanese. I used to study a little bit of Latin, but no freaking way that I'm gonna show you any of that. And I also tried to study some other languages like Italian before. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Okay.
Well, it's not that big.
But it must make watching movies and subtitles much easier. So.
Yeah, it does.
All right, we have another question here. Let's go over here real quick.
Hello.
There.
Hello, Kiara. My name is Justin. I have a question. I've been in the KFE since the beginning, and what actually happens in the usual room?
Working here yesterday too. I think he was here yesterday too. In the usual room, well, first of all, I think I have to explain a little bit what the usual room is. It's a room. Yeah, it's a room where I have to misbehaved chickens go there. I can actually show you real quick. We only reactivate chickens, so there's like a lot of Lego stones, for example, on the ground, so if you step on them, that really freaking hurts. And my songs get repeated there non-stop. And there's also a big puzzle that you have to solve. But there's like, at the very end, after 1 million pieces, you realize there's 1 piece missing, and it's gonna make you really mad. So, stuff like that happens there. Yes.
I think I'm officially disturbed. Thank you.
People really try to get into my usual room anyway. They're all masochistic.
I walked into this room and now I love it so much.
Beautiful. That's the beauty of it.
That's, ladies and gentlemen, Hololive. All right, we have another question, and I believe this person is cosplaying somebody you know. So let's take a look.
Do you have any advice for starting out streamers that are starting out?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Something that I have, it's a little bit too difficult to believe maybe, but something that I have also experienced is in the beginning of streaming, starting out to stream, this issue of having no audience, like having maybe 0 viewers, or 1 viewer, or 5 viewers, and that can get very, very frustrating and disheartening, but it starts out there. I see where I am now. I have over 1 million subscribers. So if you work hard and long and don't give up on your goals, and then you will get there eventually. And I think if you only have like 1 or 0, even 0 viewers, the most important point is you have to keep on talking and talking and talking. It might get difficult, but if one person joins the stream and then you're not talking, you're just being quiet and silent and just playing a game on your own or whatever, then they're gonna leave the stream immediately. They're gonna be like, okay, this person's not interesting. But if you're currently having some, conversations with yourself, some interesting topics or whatever, then you might stay and they might think, this person has potential. So that's what you gotta show them. Yeah.
That's some really good advice. How many people out here are trying to start streaming on their own? Anybody?
Yeah, I think, especially last year, a lot of people started streaming from scratch. Yeah. A lot of people. So that's why there's so many rivals. So many. What's the word? Other people who stream. Yeah. Competition, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, but don't let yourself get dragged down to a competition. Yeah.
You know what? As long as it's friendly competition, we're all doing the same thing, just trying to connect while the world is in a different place right now. But it's still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, we have another question. I hope you're ready. Here we go.
I'm ready.
All right.
Hello!
Hi, Kiara. My name's Roberto.
Oh.
Really enjoying your music, and I wanted to ask you, who are some of your inspirations?
Who are some of your musical inspirations?
Oh, thank you. Hi, Roberta. Nice to meet you, first of all. Inspirations. Well, for the music that I put out so far, I have 3 original songs, 2 of them Japanese, 1 of them English. For the first 2, I definitely had anime music as my inspiration, specifically songs from anime, because I felt like that is something where I can showcase my voice the most, and where I can also kind of implement my lore and the topics that I want to sing about, like the phoenix coming back to life, fighting for the next life, and no matter what happens, I just have to continue on, and But for the most recent songs that I put out, which is Stream Sparks, for that one I went into more of an EDM direction, and it was, inspired by EDM. No artist specifically, but I wanted to go into some different genres, and I want to continue doing that, trying out different genres.
That's awesome. So I'm being introduced to the world of Hololive, so after every weekend, I probably get to learn all your songs and everything else as we continue to go on the road together.
Oh, you're going to be there every time too?
I will be at every one of the conventions, yes.
Awesome, cool.
Drinking a lot of energy drinks.
Oh, there.
So we've got another question, but we're gonna be a little creative here real quick. I've got my friend Danielle here who's gonna help me out, and Danielle's looking scared. But we have a young lady in the front of the audience. You had a question. Danielle's gonna convey it to me here real quick. What was your question? What has been the most memorable game you have played so far?
On stream or privately too? I guess privately too, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a bit biased because I really love Tales of games, so I'm not gonna mention Tales of games, I guess. But one game that I played on stream, I gave it a try, even though before I played it on stream, I felt like it was just not a game that I could play because I lacked the skills or whatever, is Nier Automata. Because of the whole world feeling characters. It's so emotional, and I finished the playthrough a couple of months ago, but I'm still thinking about it every night.
That's a great question, thank you.
Thank you, yeah, good questions.
I like your hat. You're gonna like this hat. Here we go. We have another question.
Oh, nice hat. I love hats.
My name is Luke, and my question was, before your time at Hololive English, were you personally friends with anyone, past or present, who worked at Hololive, like your fellow VTubers?
Before you discovered Hololive, did you and the other VTubers know each other, or any of the Hololive VTubers know each other?
Well, for one, before joining Hololive, I was a big fan of Hololive already. Hololive English doesn't exist, but I speak fluent Japanese, so I was watching, for example, a lot of Pekora. Both of them are also big inspirations to me. However, I did not know them, but I was watching them, definitely. I love them. But for someone who I knew from before, well, we all love Takamori, so I have a very special relationship with Kiara Mori, and she is death itself, and me as a phoenix who dies a lot. We just meet each other in the underworld a lot. Whenever I would die, I would just go for a quick tea with death itself, Calli. We would hang out a little bit. She would always act like she doesn't really want to spend that much time with me, but I know she was always looking forward to seeing me for a few minutes until I'd go back, rise from my ashes, and hang out in the overworld again for a little while. But besides that, not really, no.
I've got to be honest with you. I've seen all of the preview videos that we've been posting on the Wasabi Anime TikTok of each of you talking about the show, and Mori Calliope scares me.
She's actually, when you look at her, she's scary, but she really isn't scary. She's like a rose, like, she's so sweet and soft, and oh, you could hug her. Now, you will not hug her, I will hug her. Scary.
Okay. Hi there. Let's get another question. Looks like we have a fan here. He's got the lanyard and everything.
Nice. You got the combo.
Hi, Dave.
I have a full accent with the nerve.
That's okay.
I'm nervous too.
Considering the fact that you can wear a bunch of accessories on your casual outfit, including your original outfits, do you have a favorite combination of them?
Do you have a favorite combination of accessories that you wear on your outfit?
So this is my basic outfit. Super basic, but I have another outfit that's like a casual style where I wear a white blouse and some simple jean shorts. And with that, my favorite combination would be my straw hat, my beige straw hat with my sunglasses and my pink bag. Yeah. I really love that combination because the straw hat throws a really nice, elegant shade over my eyes, and it's just really chill vibes every time. I feel like I'm at the beach when I wear that.
Well, the most important thing I know that I've already learned is those are not earrings, correct?
Exactly.
See,
Yeah,
I'm learning
those
so
are
much
not
already.
accessories. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, hi there. How are you? Do you have a question for Kiara?
Earlier you mentioned English, Japanese, and German. I was just wondering if you've noticed, like, if there's a difference between your German audience, the Japanese audience, and your American audience,
Yeah, that's
Well,
do you stream in all three languages?
since I'm in Hololive English, I stream in mostly English language. I mix in a little bit of Japanese here and there because I do have a little bit of a Japanese audience as well. German, not really, because pretty much all my German fans speak fluent English anyway, so they understand what I'm saying most of the time. As in difference between the audience, the one thing I could probably say for sure is that there's a little bit of a different humor and different like insider jokes and memes and all that. But I enjoy both very much. I have to say I was a bit more used to Japanese audience and Japanese humor and all that, so I was a bit worried about picking out American humor, American jokes and all that. And there's really a lot of things that I don't understand in my Europe, usually, at least in the most central countries, I would say, everyone speaks fluent English, yeah.
Okay, good to know. All right.
Ooh.
Well, hello there. We have another person with a question. Here we go. Hi there. You're Carlos. How you doing, Carlos? What is the current status between you and Calli?
We're married.
Apparently this is a very important question, so I'm going to sit here and listen.
Well, Calli and I, we are very, 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 very good friends.
Oh.
Hi, Barris.
But she loves me. Just this week, together, we read a Yuri manga. And she really enjoyed it. Yeah, huh? So, I think in the end, in the future, it will lead to us wearing certain types of rings. I mean, it could be friendship rings, but you don't know what kind of rings those are.
I feel like it's like the audience is all rumbling from this question. So I feel like I mentioned into a whole conversation. I'm going to ask 20 questions to people about after the stream. Let me ask you a question real quick. So you run, and again, I want to run a fast food restaurant, specifically chicken. What is your favorite food?
Calli.
Vegan chicken.
Grilled chicken, fried chicken, chicken nuggets.
Oh, vegan chicken nuggets. But you know what's really good? A certain King franchise has this crispy chicken burger, and I could eat 5 of them every goddamn day.
All right, 5 chicken burgers. And on that note, we have another question.
No!
Ich heiße Dennis Klaus, and my question is...
I was German.
No, I took 4 years of German. I barely know.
Oh, well, you could ask a question in German, couldn't you? It's okay.
Yeah. We're all here in cosplay stuff. So, like, my question is, if you had all the time and money in the world, who or what would you cosplay as and why?
Oh, that's a good question. All the time and money in the world, but you can only spend it on cosplay. That's it, nothing else.
One
Anything extravagant, all the time in the world, you can only buy cosplay. Who would you cosplay as and why?
Well, I think, I'm not saying this because I'm biased or anything, but I think Calli's clothes would look really hot on me. Really, really nice. The clothes, outfit, the black outfit with her veil and the scythe and all. The scythe is freaking nice. Like, if anyone gets too close to me, I can just use the scythe on them. Yeah, I really like her clothing design. The first time I saw her, I immediately fell in love with her outfit, but also, of course, with the inside of her soul and everything. I would probably be Calli, yeah. Also, I saw that Takanashi Kiara keychain. Thank you.
Calli would look good on you.
Yes, I think so too.
Okay. We have another question. Oh, look. Wait a minute. Before you ask your question, he's wearing a Hololive t-shirt. Have we mentioned that you can buy your own Hololive t-shirts?
Yeah, we sold out here.
What, the t-shirts sold out?
No! Shut the front
I'm going to
door.
put this away.
No.
I don't think these are sold out. They're not sold out. Okay, so you can still get a small pin. Okay, so I was going to use for a shameless plug and I failed. I'm sorry. We'll what is your question? What's your name?
I'm Lucas.
Hi, Lucas. What's your question?
Oh, come on! Great spaghetti. Arigato. Nihongo joke desu ne. Is that what you want me to say?
This is much harder without the subtitles.
But my question is, if you were to staff a KFP with fellow Hololive members from ID, JP, and EN, who would you choose?
Oh,
Who
we
needs
already.
to come work at KFP?
Oh yeah, we already kind of like did that a long time ago. When I got my membership on YouTube, we already made like a whole plan. Now I don't quite remember it all, but I think so. Okay, the master cook would be Ina.
Okay.
You know what Ina is? The person who, the HR, I think should be Ame, because she's really good at telling people off when they're annoying. It's like, oh, shut up, go away, don't what? Go away, go to a different restaurant, whatever. And then the master of serving the customers, like at the actual restaurant, giving out food, should maybe be Gura, because she's small, but she's fast, so she's hydrodynamic, and she got the charm, so I think she'll get a lot of tips. And then the person who is the cashier, I guess, should be Calli. Sorry, I'm only choosing Hololive English members right now, because those are the easiest to imagine. But at the door, deciding who gets in and who gets out and who has to be kicked out, Yago!
I feel like I'm learning so much.
If you want to learn more, you're welcome to come to my stream.
I'm realizing as I'm doing this live on stage with you live streaming, again, please, a round of applause for Kiara for taking the time today. That I'm being introduced to a whole new world that's outside of just what we've been used to in fandom, and it's been pretty exciting that doing this with Fan Expo, we're getting to not only connect your existing fans, but hopefully introduce a lot of people to the whole VTuber craze, and especially the whole Hololive brand worldwide.
I hope so too, yeah.
Amazing experience. So, hello there, we have another question. Let's see. He's over. Hi there.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
What's your name? Jose. Hi, Jose. What's your name?
Okay.
Is there a game that, like for example, my wife loves playing Resident Evil, but it scares the bejesus out of me.
Well,
So I would never play it. What's a game you would never play?
people know, my viewers know that I don't really like horror games, and I'm also not one for FPS games. I haven't really tried them. I wouldn't say that I would never try FPS games and I would never try horror games. There is no specific game that I would say I would never give a try. But it's definitely genres that I have not been exploring much on my channel. So yeah, I think the last game I played a horror game was, and the first time ever was last year Halloween. That was the first time I ever played a horror game, and I guess I will have to play another horror game in the coming up Halloween.
Yes, you will.
It will be horrible, and I'll probably not enjoy it, but I'll do it. I'll give it a try. It was nothing that you probably know, because it was a really unknown horror game, and it actually wasn't even that scary, even though I'm quite the chick. No, I'm a it had nothing to do with that, okay? It's just a figure of speech. You guys should know that.
And there's going to be a special stream on Halloween this year?
Well, yeah, I'm going to force myself to play another horror game. This time it will be a better one, I guess, yes.
Well, that will be fun.
No.
That's when I'll start watching. That'll be my first stream. I'm going to put that on my calendar. Just to watch you play horror.
Okay, look forward to it. Thank you.
Hi there. that you like to do? What are your favorite hobbies?
I watch like 5 to 8 hours of Netflix per day. Then I like to sing a lot, which is also one of the things I like to do a lot on stream. So yeah, and playing games. So those are really some basic hobbies. I used to be very much into drawing a lot. For a couple of years until now, I just didn't really have the time for it, or also didn't have much motivation for it. But I wanted to get into it again because it used to be one of my biggest hobbies. So, and also traveling. I really enjoy traveling. I've been to a lot of countries, and actually, I've only been once to America, and I want to go a few more times. Very good to see you guys one day in person. The only place that I've been, and it was also only quite brief, was San Francisco.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to put this out there now. In 2022, we are going to have Fan Expo San Francisco. So, just saying.
Nice.
Well, hi there. We have another question. They sneak up on me on stage. You can't see them. It's like ninja.
Scary.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Oliver. I'm one of your biggest fans, and before I ask my question, I just want to say, like, your streams have helped me a lot because, like, I've been, like, due to, like, you know, COVID and stuff, like, I've been in, like, a rough place, and, like, watching you and, like, seeing you and stuff, just thank you for streaming.
Oh, thank you for watching.
Okay, my question is, like, how has it been working at Hololive for you? And like, I hope it's been fun. But
Yeah. Well, so I think if you watch my streams a lot, you might have heard it before. But like before I joined Hololive, I was also not doing very well. I was not as bright as I am currently. Let's just say it that way. But ever since I joined Hololive, every day has been like Christmas. Every day is such a beautiful day. I get so much like lovely feedback from my viewers. I can talk to them every day for hours and hours and hours. I get so many nice opportunities. I get to make my dreams come true by making music and actually having people enjoy it. And it's just really fulfilling and wholesome. And I'm so glad that I was so lucky to be chosen to join Hololive English because it really changed my life for the better at a point where I already gave up and thought that nothing good will ever come again. So for everyone who might feel the same every once in a while, I can relate to that, but there's like really, really unexpected miracles sometimes. And you just have to wait for them, but don't give up on hoping for them to happen. They will.
That's a great question. There's a bright yellow thing to my left. I believe it has a question. What is your name?
My name is Mario.
Hi, Mario. Wait, Mario is dressed as Pikachu.
That's good because I had some problems with Mario.
Yeah. Didn't she kill his whole family?
Not you, but a different Mario.
Anyway, my first thing is my sister says hi.
Hi, sister. What's up?
Where's your sister?
Over there in the
Where?
Luca from the movie Luca.
Right there. Right there. Hi.
Thank you for coming.
There you go. There's your sister. So what's your question?
My question is, if your chicken works at the KFC and they cook chicken, isn't that considered like homicide?
All right, no more.
Where's my leg?
Angry.
To the user room.
Hi.
How do the chicken? I like that question better. What's your? How do the
We
chicken?
can talk about that. We can talk about that because every person who works at KFC has signed a contract. Therefore, except because you decide how big the salary will be. You decide how much you want the salary to be. But the thing is, the salary gets paid out to me. You pay for me. Thank you.
All right.
Beautiful.
We have you on the final question.
Aww.
What is your question? Be a good one.
Hello, Kiara. My name is
Hello.
Elizabeth. I enjoyed your work since your debut.
Thank you.
My question is, with your 1-year anniversary since your debut is coming very soon, what has been your favorite moment since your debut?
That is a great question to wrap up on. So you were coming up on your 1-year anniversary, is that right?
Yeah, 1 month. Oh my god.
Wow. Time flies in the pandemic. So in the past year then, what has been your favorite memory of being a Hololive VTuber, Hololive English VTuber?
That's really difficult because there's been so many special days and events. Oh my god. Man. It's so difficult. I think a lot of the collaborations that we did as five, our whole generation, has been very special. Like the Christmas collaboration that we did, for example, it felt like we were really bonding and we were this family. So those are always very special for me. They mean a lot. But one thing that really stands out for me currently is, well, I'm a big fan of the Tales of series, mentioned it before, but I'll do it again. And I've kind of grown up with Tales of games, and they are kind of the reason why I got into the whole like anime and Japan thingy culture. So it just means a lot to me. They're my favorite game series. So recently, Bandai Namco has been sponsoring me to be the Tales of Arise official ambassador. I'm not excited to say this right now, but Tales of Arise is the upcoming Tales of game that comes out in September. And I'm not forced to say this, I just really love Tales of games. And it's been just such a dream come true to work together with them and just like do all kinds of things. Like I interviewed the current Bandai Namco / Tales of Arise producer, and I get to get like sneak peeks, and I played the game beforehand already, even though it's being released in September. So there's like all these really special opportunities that I would have never ever thought would be possible, and I'm so honored to get those opportunities. So I just want to work harder and harder every day to be worthy of it and make more dreams come true. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kiara Takanashi.
Hit me with some questions on Twitter afterwards. Go ahead, I'll try to answer some on Twitter.
Yes, so if you have any questions, hit our Twitter. And before we go, I did this yesterday. Everybody smile. We're all going to take a selfie together. Ready? Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
2, 3, here we go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, round of applause for Takanashi.
Auf Wiedersehen.
And if we didn't get to your question, definitely just ask on Twitter. She'll see if she can get to you. Otherwise, please exit the room this time. We appreciate you coming and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You guys?